Hey guys, it's Mike. Thanks for taking the time to watch this sales update video for eBay, also known as a What's Sold for Me video. But I want to start out with a quick story before we get into it. I participated recently in an online auction estate sale and ended up purchasing a bunch of items from anywhere from camera equipment to household appliances and some luggage. Ended up having to drive 2 hours to Calistoga, which is, if you're not from California, it's right in the Napa Valley region. And so went to go pick up the items and pulled into a property. It's a very rural property. Pulled up to a plantation style 2-story home. Met the auction person there, and they said you have to drive to the barn, which is further down on the property. So we drove along this service road for about, I'd say, half a mile, and ended up passing up a very large pond, and then came upon this very large commercial sized building, which turns out it was a commercial horse stable, I guess you would call it, like a big indoor arena. So I thought, wow, these people must be somewhat wealthy. So anyways, got to the front of the building, and then the personnel told us to drive to the very back. I swear this thing was like a quarter of a mile long, but anyways, we got to the garages in the back, gave the attendant our lot number, ended up picking up all these items, filling up our van, and then returning home. So during the course of the week, I started to inspect and test all the video cameras that I picked up. And one of the video cameras I decided to keep because it was a nicer model than the one I currently owned. And I started looking at it more and noticed that there were some video clips on it. So I looked at the video clips and noticed a young man being coached to throw a football like a quarterback. If you're interested in hearing who this young man was and you want to read the rest of the story, I put a link down below to my blog where I wrote about the story, and you might find it interesting. So enjoy, and let's jump into this. Here's the sales numbers right here. This is the highest I've ever seen since I've been selling on eBay for the last year and probably maybe almost 2 years. Highest jump in percentage, and this is all for 27 items from November 16th through the 30th. So let's jump right into them. Like I do normally, I'm going to jump back and forth between here and each page to kind of show you if I took a best offer or not. So let's see, go to the beginning here. Okay, got the Nest thermostat. So we're going to start off with the first item, which is a Nest thermostat. This is a Nest thermostat that was open box. I got this from the Joe Montana estate sale, and I did pay $90 for this, but I did sell it for $164. So $74 return on my investment. I'm pretty darn happy with that. So that was pretty awesome. Now that I'm thinking of it, I should have probably kept this for myself and installed it in my home, but I don't know why I sold it. Anyways, and then we have these Free People Christmas stockings that we've been selling pretty consistently. Let's see, I took a $29 offer for this one, paid right around $3 for a box full of these. They were new in the sealed package, and so these are pretty good, and they're starting to sell pretty well since the holiday season. And then this is a really nice camera that I got. I paid, this was in the lot of video cameras that I got from the Joe Montana estate sale, and let's see, I paid about $10 for that, and I accepted a best offer of $200 plus shipping. So it's kind of old technology, uses the little mini tapes, but it's for its age at the time, it was a pretty high quality camera. for like sports shooting. And then if you've watched past videos, you know about all my Keen cards that I sell. Kind of sell a bunch of them every month, so I'll just say Keen card and jump right over those. There's not much more I can say about them, but as you know, the Netflix movie, the movie went to Netflix, the Big Eyes movie starring Amy Adams, about the artist Margaret Keen, and so kind of experiencing a resurgence in selling these Keen cards. And then this was a really nice item that I picked up from that Joe Montana estate sale, and I paid about $120 for that and sold for best offer of $350. So I was really excited about this. This sold like in 2 days. It's just a nice, it's like a digitizer pen tablet for artists, and not much more I can say, but glad to have had the chance to sell that. And this is just a shirt that I've had for like a year and a half. I actually wore it a couple of times, and it did have kind of a little like blemish on it that's hard to see, but you can kind of see it in the photos there. I paid $5 for it, sold it for $20. And then here we go. Next item is this Tommy Bahama polo. I paid $2 for this at a garage sale, and I took a best offer of $26.50. I thought I would have a hard time selling it because I believe, yeah, it's size small. So as you know, small sizes are sometimes hard to sell. And it was really nice. It had the little Marlin Tommy Bahama logo there, little embroidered Marlin. And then I'll just kind of jump over the Keen cards. And then this is kind of funny because one of the Joe Montana cameras, I'm going to call these things Joe Montanas because they once were, and then I acquired them. But one of the cameras was a Sony Handycam, the one I found the clips of his son throwing the football. And that was sort of an upgrade. And this is my personal camera that I've had for a very long time. So what I decided to do was keep his because it was an upgrade and sell my old camera. So I ended up taking a best offer of $120. And then this is just an old Nikon camera that I paid like maybe $3 or $4 at a thrift store. It was still pretty modern, 16.1 megapixels. And I took a best offer of $40, but the nice thing about this is it uses AA batteries, and it's super easy point and shoot. I think a lot of people still like these. And then I had this for sale forever and ever. It was just this linen towel that has like this old like fairy tale or like old song, Waltzing Matilda, with the words in it and everything, and I kept lowering the price, and finally it sold for $9.95. I probably paid a couple bucks for it. Probably didn't make very much, but just kind of glad to clear it out. There's a Keen card, another one, and then if you've seen my past videos, I get these free iPad boxes, or actually not only iPads but Mac Mini, Apple MacBook boxes, and they always sell. So this was just a lot of 5 of them, and I sold it. I took a best offer of $30. So it's free money, guys. I never pass up free money. And then this is just a cup mug for like Disney's 50th anniversary. Nothing special about it. But I paid a couple bucks, or probably $1 something at my local thrift store. And did I take a best offer? I did, $17.15. Sometimes I get these odd numbers offered for things, and then it was kind of ironic and kind of weird, but the same day I had this book, this coffee table book that I bought at a garage sale. It's Disney animation art, and let's see, it sold for, I took a best offer of $35, so I paid $2 for it. Had a little bit of staining on the back cover, maybe a little bit of moisture You can see it kind of wrinkled a little bit, but that was pretty awesome how 2 Disney things sold within the same day. Not the same buyer, but the same day. Another Keen card. Here is one of the other video cameras. I think, no, this is not the last one, but this is a Joe Montana video camera once again, and I sold it for full price, $119.97. And basically I just kind of searched the solds, and they were right around $100, and so I thought I'd ask for a little more in the chance that I would get a an offer, and somebody paid full price. So this was pretty nice. It was like, looks almost brand new. The strap wasn't even put on. The batteries were never taken out of the package, so that was pretty awesome. And then so I paid about $10 for this camera. Another Keen card. Another Toyota part. If you've seen past videos, you know about these little tiny Toyota parts that I have a box full of, and this little plastic piece, it's an air sensor temperature item for a Prius, and they continually sell for $24.95. I usually pay shipping because I use first class. Here's another one of those stockings that we have a box full of. Let's see, full price. Sold 2 of them back to back, and it looks like they went to 2 different people. And then, okay, this is the last of the Joe Montana cameras. And as you can see, the cameras are all different, like technologies. Like this one was the Sony DVDs, the mini DVDs, and basically the camera records on these tiny DVDs. And this was in pretty good shape, and I believe I got the full asking price. No, I took a best offer on this one for $85. And then within that lot that I got at the Montana estate sale, I bought a bunch of Tumi brand luggage. I have about 8 different pieces, and this is just a basic garment cover that you take on, and you kind of put your clothes and they hang in there, and then you fold it. But as you can see, the original price tag was on there. This was new with tags, $245, and I ended up taking a best offer of $175. That's pretty awesome. And then this is a Polaroid camera, and basically I paid like $4 at a garage sale. I have a couple of them listed, but last year at this time, these cameras were selling for about $40 to $50 a piece, but I think the market became saturated, and so kind of lowered the price. Did I take a best offer? Let's see. Yeah, $24. I don't know why they offered $24 when I was only asking $24.95, but they paid shipping as well. And the funny thing is, I went to my local electronics store, and I saw these exact kind of cameras new in a package, and basically it's a company called the Impossible Project, and they are the ones that took over making this instant camera film for Polaroid. And so now what they're doing is they're buying up all these old Polaroids, they're reconditioning them, repackaging them, and selling them for about like $130. So I was like thinking to myself, that's genius. You take the film that Polaroid stopped making, and you make it for these. And I guess a lot of art students use these for different projects now. So anyways, but I probably won't pick them up anymore unless they're like a couple bucks, $2, $3, $4, because $25 is kind of the going rate right now. And then last but not least, you guys aren't going to believe this is probably one of the best sales I've ever had. Within that group of Tumi luggage that I picked up at the Joe Montana sale was this backpack. This is a leather Tumi backpack. As you can see, super nice, but look at the price tag. $595 is the original price of this backpack. I mean, it was never used. It was full. It had the tissue inside. It had the little bottle of leather conditioner, cleaner. It was beautiful, but I don't know who in their right mind would pay $500. I got $500 for this backpack, and the only thing is I had to pay postage. However, it was in Portland, Oregon. I'm in Northern California. It only cost $9 to ship it. USPS priority mail. So this is kind of what made my numbers go really sky high this time. And like I said at the beginning, it's perfect timing because I feel like my car is going to be an expensive repair. So thank you, Lord. So I'm pretty lucky to have acquired all these items from the Joe Montana estate. But you know, pretty awesome. And if you stuck around to watch the end of this video, thank you. And if you liked the video, if you learned anything, if I was entertaining in any way, please consider subscribing. And then if you hit that like button, it helps with the people finding this video in search. I'd really appreciate it. But most of all, leave some comments in the section below. I really love talking to you guys. I like to, you know, I do this not to brag, but just to encourage people that you can, you know, if you're out there looking, you can find some pretty cool items. And every once in a while, you come up with these home runs. Or I call this a grand slam. But please, you know, this is a call to action for you to comment. And let's start a dialogue, guys. But until next time, let's see, it's December 1st right now, so hope everybody has a great holiday, and keep on thrifting on, and I'll talk to you later on. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, thanks guys, bye-bye. Hey guys, there's a few more sales that I forgot to tell you about, and these aren't even included in the totals on the eBay side, because these were taken from eBay and sold on Amazon. So I was using that exportyourstore.com service where I have a free trial, and there's 50 listings that they randomly select, I guess that the ones that are most suitable for Amazon, and then they take your eBay listings and they sync them with your Amazon account, and then once these things sell, you pack and ship them yourself. So here's this first thing is these 6 bottles of wax, like car wax, clean car wax. I picked these up for $1 a piece, and I ended up selling them for $66, not the $70 that's showing on here. Because if you sell on Amazon, pardon me, you know that several people share the same listing, so people can vary their prices on certain items. So that was pretty awesome. $6.66. And then you probably have seen these stockings that I sell. These were also from my eBay inventory. This one sold for $34.95. This kind of fluffy white one with sequins and everything. And then this one right here, black lace, kind of cool looking one. They're all Free People brand, so it's kind of a boutique brand. That one sold for $34.95. And then this blue one here, that sold for $34.95. And then last but not least is this Crystal Head vodka shaker. I got this for free, and you know, it's a really tiny thing. Nothing special about it except for the skull and the, you know, the symbol and everything. But this sold for $29.95. So those are things that I forgot to add, and just wanted to show them to you. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.